Hey guys, Reynolds here with a full Hallowed Sepulchre guide. If you don't know what the Hallowed Sepulchre is, it is a new agility course, very dynamic and has a lot of obstacles for you to move around and move around and duck and weave, all that stuff. And if you complete the floors, you come out with some loot, come out with some agility experience, all the good stuff. So, how do I access Hallowed Sepulchre? Well, you need to complete the quest Sins of the Father, and then it is just in the northeast of the new city, Darkmire. This is the recommended gear setup. It's going to be full graceful. You don't need a max save, just full graceful works. Any Sarah Diamond item, I would recommend a holy symbol or a holy book. The holy book is a little bit better because then you can also wear a ghost speak amulet if you have one. I kind of lost mine and I'm too lazy to go get it, so I have more tiny legs instead. Bring any crossbow that can fire a mithril grapple. And if you've never done the Hallowed Sepulchre, then you won't have this Hallowed ring, but if you have and you're watching the guide anyway, bring a Hallowed ring if you can afford one because it'll lower the amount of time that you lose when you fail an obstacle. Other things you want to bring are going to be a lockpick if you plan on looting the coffins. I just have some free inventory spaces open for my High Alchemy spell. The best level enchant that you can cast, so I have over 93 magic, so I'm going to be using this one. If you have, let's say, 88 magic, you should bring level 6 enchant, and just check out the runes for all those requirements. Besides that, that's all you... Oh, one last thing, sorry. If you plan on looting any chests that require vampire dust, you can get it from killing the vampires outside or buying the GE. And if you plan on looting any of the coffins that require you to build a bridge, you're going to need a certain type of planks with corresponding nails that come with them. So, for mahogany planks, which are the fastest ones to build bridges and give the most construction experience, you're going to need rune nails. If you want to bring teak planks, you're going to need adamant nails. Oak planks, mithril nails, and lastly, regular planks are steel nails. And then, of course, with the planks, you want the hammer and saw. The stamina potion here is optional, but I like to drink it before I start. That way I don't need to use the obelisks on the first 2 floors. Let's go right ahead. We'll play some nice Castlevania music. So I have a lot of tile markers, and I'll tell you how I use them. So I have a green, some green tile markers and some yellow ones. And these designate the routes that I like to take. I was a little bit too fast, I wasn't counting. But anyway. So I go from green to green, for example. And all these tile markers have a little bit of leeway, so you guys can, take your time. I'm just a little bit of a greedy player, so I don't like to take my time. And then if you start on the yellow ones, you would go on the yellow ones. For this sword, I would recommend you guys let this one pass. The swords in floors 1 and 2 don't move faster than you, so you can just be a little bit ahead and it counts. I have these tile markers here just so you guys can have a good sense of where your character is, and nothing more than that. You don't want to be standing on them if a dart's flying down that way. So this is one of those bridges I talked about. I'm going to ignore it because this is just floor 1 loot, and these are the Sarah Diamond obelisks. Let's go to floor 2. Take our time. There's another sword here. I'll let it pass. Once it gets right here, I can just skip over it like this with no fear. These teleporters, the yellow ones will send you backwards, and the blue ones will send you forward. There are no blue ones here, so what you want to do is minimize contact with these yellow ones by moving in a fashion like this. These fire ones, those will run right through. Wait a little bit. These fire statues on floors 1 and 2 are much slower than the ones in the future floors, and I can show you a good way of counting them later on when we encounter another one. Go down. There's a sword here. Let it pass. These yellow tiles are if you want to wait for the sword. Let's say the sword's like chilling right here, and I'll show you in a second. The sword's chilling right there, and you think you can make it in time, feel free to go right there and wait for it to come back, and then go on through. These obelisks don't give you a stamina effect, they just recharge your energy, so I'm just going to ignore it because I'm 95 magic. Sorry, 95 stamina. Let's do green to green for this one. I'll actually show you guys how to count the flames for these. So what you want to do is watch these flames. When they come out and they form fully, you can watch them pulse. These gold ones pulse for a total of 2 times, so look 1, 2, and then you can click immediately. And that's exactly how I do it. So look, formed, 1, 2, click. But the tile markers let you watch them dissipate, and then you can click. But just in case you guys wanted to know the perfect timing, is you want to watch them pulse. For the first floor, it's 4 pulses, first and second floor. For the third and fourth, it's going to be 4 pulses, sorry, 2 pulses after they fully form, and for the 5th floor, it's a mere 1 pulse. So, in these yellow zones, you guys want to be dodging these darts as a beginner. Obviously, if you're a little bit more experienced like me, you can just go and just, like, you know, push on through, doing some L's and diags. But for now, let's just take it slow so I can show you guys what to do. These blue teleporters, remember, will send you forward. The reason I don't have some of these blue teleporters marked green is because these have a chance to send you right back on top of on a yellow one, which is detrimental to your run, actually. We're going to take our time and dodge, minimize contact as much as we can. Dodge these darts carefully. This is like a third of the speed I want to be going right now, but that's okay. Go on through. And see how I can actually make it to this yellow one since it's open. I'll take that one instead. Go on through. A lot of people struggle with this last obstacle. This is the last obstacle of floor 3. What I would recommend is that you guys always set up some tile markers. And so what I have are... Oh, it's actually not marked right now. Let me do it right now. I don't know why it's not marked. I don't know why it resets. So I have a green tile here. And then I have a yellow tile here. And what you want to do is dodge these darts. And watch the statues fire off. When this one is finished firing, I'm going to go to this green row, because, you know, the green was over there. Dodge these darts. Go to the next green row. Watch those darts. And then move on forward. If I wanted to start in the left statue, I'd go to the yellow row instead. Alright, let's go on through. Pretty slow, but that's fine. I think we'll make it to floor 5. Whether we get the finish time is not the matter. I just want to show you guys how to use the tile markers, because everybody knows there's people who can finish the Sepulchre. I finished it multiple times. So these lightning bolts will stun you if you stand on top of them. I'll show you right now. And that will prevent you from moving. Right now it's not a problem because nothing's going to hit me, but if there were darts flying at me, you know, it'd be a problem. This sword actually moves faster than you do. So what we want to do is, one thing you can do is to actually use the teleporters. These guys give you immunity, and nothing can touch you for about 2 ticks after you touch those. That's why that sword phased right through me. Now this one is a double dart hallway with a lot of teleporters. Not many of these blue teleporters are safe because they'll send you into the teleporters. The immunity will help you, but if you don't have really good reaction time, most of the time it's just going to be an RNG game for you. So what I prefer to do is just to dodge in these yellow zones. That was not the way I wanted to do it. Ooh. All right, let's pay closer attention. And then minimize contact with these yellow ones. While dodging. Just like that. Take it nice and slow. So these ones that I marked are the ones that are safe to, you know, just to grab real quick like this. And of course not, because the yellow one got me right before I got it. This one is not safe because it could send me on top of one of these yellow ones. I've already tested it, is why I've known. So these statues can actually fire 2 at a time, like both sides. So what I'm going to do, I would recommend both learners do this, is just to wait until they both fire. And in this route, if they both fire, you can use the green route. Or if these fire alone, you can also use the green route. So let's count some pulses, you know. Fully formed, 1, 2, go. You see how I'm basically running through the fire? That's basically the perfect timing to do it in. Let's do the same principle as before. We got some more tiles to press. These lightning bolts, you want to be dodging them, remember? Or skipping through them as you dodge these darts. I'm watching ahead right now, watching over there. Let these guys shoot a bit. Almost click the lightning over there. Play it nice and slow, and let's go through. Feel free to loot if you know this is like your last floor, but or click those stairs. So the next obstacle is going to be a sword with darts and a teleporter. Now this sword is extremely fast. You cannot outrun it, so what I recommend you guys do is let it pass, run straight through, and then try to touch a teleporter before it returns. It's pretty hard if you let the sword go too far ahead. But there, I kind of timed it decently well. Then, minor time save here, you can touch one of these blue ones. And you're right ahead. Remember, I did say I was behind schedule. This is about 2 minutes behind schedule-ish, maybe a little bit more. Depending, you know, how fast you normally are. Activate this obelisk for some red energy. You can't do this without a Saradomin item, remember. And the extra time you get rolls over to the next ones, which is really nice. This is floor 5, so these guys actually only go for 1 pulse. Oh, wasn't looking, sorry. These guys only go for 1 pulse, so like fully formed 1, and then you can click. Fully formed 1. You want to pay close attention to these flames, you know? Fully formed 1 pulse, move. Another sword that you have to skip of teleporters, what I recommend you guys do is pause in front of one of them, let it run towards you, and then boom, it's like that. This one's just a little bit for a little bit of extra speed. I probably could have used the middle one instead, but I chose to use the last one because they're much more generous. And this is one of the ones you can loot. Once you've made it into a floor, the time is so you can loot the final chest. But for the sake of educational purposes, I'll show you guys what each of these things do. Portal, you just conjure that with your enchant spell. You have a chance to fail based on which one you're using. But the 93 one, I do not believe you can fail at all. Alright, let's go through these. Now, all these teleports can send you into an orange one. It's kind of RNG, so you have to be kind of careful. What I would do is wait here. Oh, close. Sword clicked. And then dodge, and then move. Oh, I love this set of tile markers. So, click the nearest available route here. You guys can steal my tile markers. I'm going to put an album into the description of this video. This will also be up on the Skilling's Discord. Skilling Discord. Yellow to yellow, remember. Pause right here. And even I'm not a perfect player, so that's why all these tile markers are made with the mindset of leeway. Because having leeway means you're more consistent, right? Now, if the sword is behind you like this and you want to outrun it, you have to grab at least some of these teleporters, otherwise you're not going to make it. And even then, I'm only going to barely make it here to the side. This is the grapple one. For this grapple, looting one specifically, you actually want to stand to the side here and then grapple it. I don't know why, but if you stand in the middle, your character will move back to the side and then back to the middle, which is extra time that you're going to lose. With this one. So let's show you guys what I mean. So if I go to this middle one, right, and I click this pillar, it moves me to the side then the middle, which is weird. So obviously I'm not going to make time here, right? But we slowed down for the vids. Oh, well, the Sepulchre plugin. The reason these darts are all highlighted red, I'll show you right now. I have the Sepulchre plugin. The way you can download it is Adam has released it on the plugin hub. This is just a band-aid fix because Mod Husky said he's going to make these darts a little bit more visible anyway. I'll show you guys what it looks like without it. It's pretty invisible to see these darts. But Husky said he is going to be improving the clarity of these darts. So for now, if you guys want to install it, with the plugins, scroll all the way down to the plugin hub, and then type in Sepulchre. You can see the warning at the top. They're verified to be malicious rule breaking, but not maintained by the Moonlight developers. Verified to not be malicious rule breaking. So he has some here, and it is actually extremely buggy if you log out while you're using it. So I would recommend, you guys just keep that in mind. The dodge in this yellow zone, that I made. This is the lightning, so you want to be careful of how you move around. They'll send you back like that, and you gotta be a little annoyed. With this obstacle, actually a lot of these blue teleporters are advantageous to take. They won't really screw you over too much. Oh, that was a personal mistake. Alright, let's go on ahead. Get some teleporter action, Move on ahead here. Not too bad that time. Now this one is very scary for a lot of people. If you just look, there's just so much stuff going on here. So what you want to do is take this nice and slow. Watch those darts ahead of time, right? Move a little to the right for these. Move ahead. And you want to treat this like floor 3, where you're waiting for a set of statues to fire. And then you move on to a row where the statues won't fire again. Dodge the darts, move ahead again. I'm paying close attention to those darts. Skip over this lightning. Watch the darts. Move ahead. I would pause here. Let the statues in front fire. Although I clearly could have made it to the next part, but this is giving a breather room for learners. Dodge the next darts, move on ahead. Watch those darts, move on right here. Watch darts, move on ahead. Watch the statues. This green one fired, so I'm going to go to the green row. While dodging these darts, watching ahead. Move on up. And stop here and dodge these darts carefully, since the closer these statues are to you, the less time you have to dodge. That's why you like to take your time slower as a learner. Obviously, if you have good reaction time, you just do an L and it's over, you know? This is the N, the jump platform's here. And then here, if you failed, this holy barrier will prevent you from looting this coffin right here. But if you made it in time, just feel free to loot. And if you didn't, like me, for the purpose of explanation, activate this thing, and then exit. And you still have your pet chance, I believe. Alright, now let's do a real run. The rotation for floors 1 to 4 vary, but floor 5 is always the same. So overall, it's a pretty consistent method. I'll play some Castlevania music again. Green. So these go for 4 pulses. I'll help you guys count. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looked a little bit too late there, but the concept is there. There you go. Increase the volume of the music just a little bit. Watch this sword. Looks like it's gonna hit me about the time it gets across. So I'll wait for a tick or two. Move on ahead. Minimize contact with these teleporters. Unlucky. I clicked it a little bit too early. Looks like I'm gonna be able to make it to yellow in time, so I'll just click right there. Chill. A little bit of a headbang emote. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on down. See where the sword is. Sword is up ahead of me, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right here. I'll wait right here. Go on through. I'm at 50 run energy. I could hit these obelisks, but I'm just going to eat a stamina instead. Or drink a stamina. Ooh, wow. Watch ahead. I don't think I can actually make it over there in time, so I'm gonna let this guy pass. Just like that. On to the next obstacle. Watch these darts carefully. Minimize contact with these teleporters as much as possible. And you see how I did a direct left dodge there instead of an L? That's because L's are actually very unreliable to do against darts. Aw, that was a tick late. Anyway, it's no harm though. I was gonna be waiting for it anyway. If you do an L or diagonal through a dart, it actually still snags you, which is actually quite annoying. I think I can just run straight through you. Okay. Sorry, deep breath, deep breath. Let me close this. Alright. So, let's do it. Put on this green one. Green rope. Watch those darts back there. Next one. Watch the darts now. Let these guys burn out. And if the darts are side to side like this, you might want to let them pass just a little bit extra time and then pass through so you don't get snagged by the tail end of it. Which Husky said I think he's also working on. Get some run energy back. Go on through. Dodge these lightning bolts. That sword's going to be launched before I can make it through, so what I'm going to do is actually, I don't think I can make it through that one in time. I'm going to just wait here. Use a teleporter for some immunity. And I just click the yellow one. Because slow brain, I guess. The closer I am, the more time I'm going to take to dodge these last guys. Okay, so I don't know the order of these statues burning, so I'm just gonna wing it. And burn myself, apparently. Well, I was screwed anyway. Alright, let's go green to green. And since there's leniency here, if I nail the timing perfectly, like, not like that, then I was gonna go 2 ahead if I, you know, nail the timing really well. There you go, just like that. So if I nail the time, I can go 2 ahead of the tile marker. Was it worth it? Probably not. But the idea is there. Woo. If you get snagged at the tail end right there, you're gonna be very sad. You actually get sent all the way back. So for this sword, remember, there'll be a teleporter right there. Unfortunately, I won't be able to reach it in time, so I'm just gonna have to let it pass. Move, and then instantly dodge these darts. Or aim for at least one of these teleporter tiles. Then go on through. Get a little bit of time save here. Nice. That actually was the one I chose. Well, guessed. Feeling a little greedy, you can loot this last chest as well, but I choose not to. I don't think it's worth it. I did it a few times, and I don't think it's worth it anymore. Not great, not the greatest, but not bad. Okay. One pulse, yep. 4-5. Sword is ahead of me, so I'm gonna do is wait here. Teleport is gonna go awesome. Touch. The next one too for a little bit of extra speed. Nice. This one's 4 minutes remaining. You know what? Let's just not loot anything. Let's just see what the time could be. If I don't loot anything. I don't think it'll be anything special, but just for the heck of it, you know. I could use these teleporters since I'm a more advanced player. So I think I can handle it. Never mind. Apparently, I'm not. I'm gonna miss all of them. Dodge these last guys. Yeah, I don't even remember which one's available. Do yellow to yellow. Chill here. One pulse. Remember, there's leniency, but there's also like kind of no point because it's not like I can go anywhere. I want it. Ah, so close. All right, whatever. I'll just wait. Run behind it. That was awkward. I'll just wait here at this teleporter. Let's get past it like that. Hello. Watch those darts. Use this teleporter. No! I swore I clicked the teleporter, but I guess it didn't last as long as I thought it would. Unlucky. By unlucky, I mean it's my fault, but... No. No. I'm sorry. Don't send me into the abyss. Alright. I need to relax. I want it. I want this teleporter. Alright. I have made it through. Alright, let's see. Green row. Dodge this next set. Right here. Dodge this set. Cruise on through. Hey, the music's ending because I was so slow in the last bit. There you go. Some Hallowed Sepulchre. Sepulchre, I think it's called. Yeah, Sepulchre. Sepulchre. I know how to say that word. A lot of mistakes, and we can still get some somewhat decent times. There it is. Quick exit. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. I guess I didn't loot anything. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good day, and have fun, and good luck on the Hallowed Sepulchre.